Welcome back, Game with King family, to another F1 Clash video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about overtaking, how it works, and how you can overtake a lot better in your races. All right, so we're going to be looking here at the FAQs real quick, going into general information, and down at the bottom here, it says, how does overtaking and defending works? So we're going to tap on that. All right, so you could tap on your screen and go in and read through here if you would like, but it's basically saying that the tire compound, your cornering, and your speed plays, and your engine mode plays a role in your overtaking. So the red speed, which is what I call boost, is going to give you the highest possible chance of overtaking, with the soft tires, which will give you the highest possible chance of overtaking. Your highest speed contributes to your overtaking on straights, and your corners contribute to your overtaking in the corners. So we're going to be jumping into a race here and see how you guys should be overtaking to get the most overtake possible. All right, so let's jump on in. All right, so I'm going to be jumping into a race here. Currently doing a sprint race event, but we're not going to be troubling that right now. We're going to be jumping down into Series 6 here. We are using our strongest drivers and strongest parts as well, so we can be at the front of the pack. Then we're just basically going to slow our drivers down a bit and then try and work our way back to the front of the pack with our drivers. All right, so let's go and see what we could do. All right, so we're at Austin for this one. So what I have personally find since the new season and since playing, overtaking on straights are really difficult. All right, so it's really difficult to overtake down the straight. It's mainly in the corners is where you can attempt to get an overtake. So you mainly want to focus on overtaking in the corners. All right, so we're going to go with soft tires and medium tires here. The soft tires give you the best possibly chance of overtaking. Medium tires give you the second best possibly chance. And the hard tires are the slowest, but you still can get overtakes on those hard tires. All right, so they give you the slowest chance. If you're on hards and a rival behind is on softs, he's highly going to overtake you. All right. So we're not even going to boost at the start here because we just want the race to go start. We're going to kind of conserve here so we lose a few positions at the start. There we go. So looking good. And we've lost a few positions, and we're going to just make our way through from there. Now, another thing you want to be focusing on when you're overtaking, your drivers tend to make an opportunity possible. So you want to pay attention to those drivers as well. Once you see a driver looking like he wants to make an overtake, then you could go ahead and give him the boost just like that, and he secures that position. All right, but other than that, you want to be pushing them up in the corners just like that with Verstappen there to get the overtakes done. Now, when you're on the straights, you could conserve, or you could use that straight to build up momentum. Once you hit the corner, you cut back down and you boost back up after the corner to build up that momentum. There you can see Leclerc is basically started to pull away from Verstappen there, but because we kind of slowed him down, he cut back down. Now, leading up to a corner like this, you want to boost just like that, and it will boost your Verstappen to pull the overtake, as you saw him did there. Going up to the corner, you want to just boost up, cut down on the straights, boost up. In places like the S's here, you want to make sure you use that cut down boost up technique, and then you just allow your driver to boost into the corners, and you'll see your driver try to make an overtake if he's close. If he's not close, he'll get close, and once he's close, there it is, easy as that. The overtake would have been completed. Now, because he's on the softer compound, it's a lot easier to do. If you're on the medium compound tires, let's see if we could boost up and go catch up to the rival Leclerc, who's on the hard compound. We're going to go to pit with Verstappen for a first set of softs. We are not really necessarily trying to win this race. I just want to show you guys the overtaking. All right, so it looks like this Leclerc isn't going to be able to catch up to the rival on those hards. He's far away, and we're going to be losing our tires. We don't want to run him out of tires, but we just want to get up to that Leclerc to see if we can pull the overtake before we go to pit. So we're just going to boost you slow there. boost through on the straights mainly, cut down on the corners, boost back up on the straights, cut down. We're gonna run out of tires here. So going into the corners, you want to be boosting, coming out, then you cut back down just like that, and your drivers will be able to pull through and make up some places. All right, Verstappen here up the corner, picking up signs, then we cut him back down, boosting back up through the corner there, cutting back down, and then boosting back up. All right, so Stroll going into pit there. Oh, we didn't pit or Leclerc either. But yeah, that's basically how the overtaking works. You want to basically save on the straights, and once you hit the corners, you want to boost in the corners mainly, so you don't lose any positions. All right, so it's very manual to get overtake, so we're just going to forfeit here and jump into another race. Here we go for another race. We're on Mexico City for this one. So what I've done now is I've changed from my top drivers. So I'm now using drivers that would qualify somewhere midfield in the pack. There we go, P5, P7 for our qualifiers. So now we could push these guys through the pack to get some overtakes. All right, so we're going to go softs and mediums. You can still get overtakes on medium and hard tires, as I said. And we're not even going to be boosting them at the start because I don't want to pick up the positions too early. We want to work for it. Let's give him a little bit of support. There you see Piastri just eking to take P1 just with that little bit of support that we gave. And Lance Stroll basically just takes P3. All right, so just to say, let's slow them down here. I don't want them to be out in front of the pack. We just want them to be behind, so we can demonstrate some overtaking with our drivers here. So tire compound is one of the main elements of overtaking. So if you're on the soft compound, overtaking will be a lot easier than if you're on the medium compound. There we see or Stroll peeked up the inside of Leclerc, but we didn't get it, so we cut him down, as you cannot overtake. You're not going to be able to get the overtakes up straights. Mostly you're going to get them in corner. What you could use these straights to do is build up some momentum, then you just cut right back down and boost right back up, and you should get the overtake in the corner. All right, so there we go, getting the overtake on the rival who had passed, and then we cut down, boost back up, picking up that position through that little corner there. And then we're just gonna try and pick up some position now and gain some places, and just like that you see Stroll moving through, making his way up to P4. All right, so you want to just boost through the corners and conserve down the straights, boost back up in the corners, use these straights, long straights, for momentum, then cut down, and then once you hit the corner you boost back up just like that, cut down and boost back up in the corner just like that, and your drivers will get the overtakes. So sometimes you will get the overtake, another time the rival will defend that position, so you won't get an overtake, but you have to just keep trying it to get the position gained, and your drivers should be good. All right, so you want to be strongly mindful of the power unit. Whenever you're on like a straight, you're not going to get an overtake up a straight unless you're like exiting the pits or something like that, but most of the time up the straights you will not get the overtake up any long straights. All right, so you're mainly going to get those overtakes in the corners majority of the time. All right, so you want to keep that in mind when going into a race, that you're mainly going to get the overtakes in corners. So once you hit a corner, you boost through those corners. Once you hit a straight, you build some momentum, wait for the straight to end, boost back up, cut down, boost back up, and you get the overtake just like that. Nice and easy, especially if they're on hard tires and you're on the soft compound. Sometimes they do defend, but majority of the time you are going to get the overtake and pass. All right, so the power unit also plays a big role. As you can see, you have to save on power unit so you have enough to boost by these drivers when you're trying to pull the overtake. All right, you can get the overtake on regular driving, but it's a lot slower than getting the overtake on boost. All right, so we see our rival Verstappen going up in front, and we have a nice little amount of boost with our Piastri. So let's push Piastri here to attack. So we're going to push him up the straight for momentum, then we'll cut down in the corners, boost back up, cut down, boost back up. cut down, boost up the straight for momentum, cut down, boost back up through the corners, and we're right on him. And there we go, nice and easy. All right, so that is how you guys want to be overtaking. As I said in a few videos before, overtaking is basically manual this time around. It's so easy that it's not even funny. It's so nice to be able to control your driver's overtaking. And if you're looking to defend a position, you do this basically the same thing. Boost in the corners where they can overtake, cut down on the straights. Boost in the corners where they can overtake, cut down on the straights. Boost in the corners where they can overtake, cut down on the straights. Boost back up in the corners. If you don't have the power unit to defend, you're possibly going to lose that position going through a corner. But we see our Piastri defending pretty good there because he's on the softer compound. Now we're going up a straight. He's not going to be able to overtake up the straight. Then we got a little bit of boost to defend through that corners right there to hold off the rival and hold our position out in front, especially when you're on the soft compound. It's really difficult for the mediums or the hard compounds to get an overtake on you. It gives you an extra layer of defending in each races. All right, so put that in your strategy and work the soft tires and work the medium tires. You can still use the hard tires, as I said, to get the overtakes, but you will just know that the hard tires will be slow. Even the blue flags there, you see Stroll trying to overtake Enzo down the straight there, and he was just right behind him, because you're not going to be able to get the overtakes down straights. Mainly in the corners is where you're going to be able to overtake. All right, so there are a few corner spots that are very easy to overtake, but you can try in basically any corner in the game to get an overtake. All right, as it's now manual, so it doesn't determine, an exact corner does not determine if you're going to get an overtake or not. All right, so that's basically all I wanted to share with you guys in today's video. Use code word unlock down below to let me know that you made it to this portion of the video. Really appreciate you guys who watch the full video, for all your support. Remember to smash the like button, and that's basically going to be it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Walk good, guys. Bye. Shout out Christopher Graves, Alfredo Jr., and Touch My Billy.
And they say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn to love.